for that Philly Sports Guys show, Radio Vision.
That's right.
Sports Buzz, May 7th. You know we out here. We're going to recap a little things and get right into it with the NFL Draft.
Yes, right into it.
Talk a little about the dip and the slide that a player took that was projected to be in the top 3.
Laremy Tunsil. Where do I start with that? I mean, just the whole situation. Everyone thought, you and I both talked about in previous weeks, that he was going to go maybe 2 or 3, and then the drop down. Just to see that
the slide,
and everyone was saying, "What's going on? What happened? Something happened." Then
the video came out with the gas mask, and then also after that, then the little screenshot of the text message that came out later, admitting to accepting money, and look, to be honest with you, the people that benefit the most from this slide is the Dolphins. The Dolphins got one of the top 2 or 3 ranked players over on the draft.
Absolutely.
And didn't have to give up anything and slid right all the way to 13, right in the pocket.
And it's kind of sad, though, because, I mean, who actually put it out, who allegedly, and I don't want to say who did it, but the speculations are saying the father had something to do with the stepfather. Apparently, there's a lawsuit with him.
There's a lawsuit.
Civil lawsuit. Civil lawsuit. And then also his ex-business manager, if you will. They're saying that might have leaked it out. So it's just a sad situation.
What it teaches you is that even though these guys are going into transition into the next phase of their life, they've been working their butts off to be in the college, high school, every level, now to make it to NFL draft. There's very vindictive people out there.
Absolutely.
And you have some separate business relationships, some personal, some business, and whoever all want the piece of the pie, and to kind of piggyback off of your success. And just have to be more careful, more mindful of the people that you involve in your circle, either close, far, or indifferent.
And then also you got to be careful what you do, what you put. Young kids out there, young athletes, players, whatever it may be. Be careful what you do, what you put on the social media, because it could be 3 years, it could be 4 years, 5 years down the line. It will haunt you. You know, so be careful.
It all comes back in this day and age, being a digital age. Nothing you do, everything you do leaves a footprint. So no stone goes unturned in this day and age.
And just because you delete it, they still can find it. So
we just wanted to hit on that real quick, and then we're gonna jump right into it. This whole show, this first couple segments are gonna be pretty much from the NFC East, and just us going through each team, and the draft that they had overall, and just kind of throwing out a little letter grade on there to see what they do and how it affects this upcoming season. Immediately now, so it's going to be kind of hard to predict ultimately where all these players that were drafted in the NFC East by the Cowboys, by the Giants, Redskins, and our Eagles, how it's going to play out. There's going to be some that are going to have immediate impacts, and there's going to be some that you have to wait in the future 2 or 3 years. That's you be a better judge on how this draft particularly affected that franchise. So,
and there's a lot of hit or misses in the situation. But real quick, I just want to just start off by Cowboys. Let me first start off. That is our rivalry. Everyone knows that, our rival rather. But Jerry Jones, I don't know how he did it.
Took control.
He took control. I mean, seriously, you have defensive end needs, you have cornerback needs, you have linebacker needs, you have an array of needs on defense. And the fact, now don't get me wrong, he did get the Ferrari. He did get the pretty girl.
The shiny new car.
He did get the perfect 10
woman. Nice little six-pack with the crop top.
Exactly.
That crop top.
You know, that 10, that girl you look at, you say, wow, she's beautiful.
Yes.
Oh, man, I got to have her. But sometimes what you always get isn't the best thing for you.
Yes.
And don't get me wrong, I did want Ezekiel Elliott. We talked about it before we made the trade.
At 8, he was perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect value
at 4, when you have all the needs you have and you draft Ezekiel Elliott, you're reaching.
See, I don't consider it a reach. I just consider it smart. I consider it an unwise, unwise.
Don't get me wrong. Let me finish what I'm saying. I could say not a reach. Let me say this. Let me rephrase that. Not a reach, because he's a star. He's gonna be a star. But the fact is, okay, you're going back to you're saying, okay, let's go back to the '90s triplets. Romo, you don't know how long Romo's gonna last. You don't know. You know, okay, yeah, you got Ezekiel Elliott now. You have McFadden and you have Steve Alfred Morris. How can you get the ball with all 3 of those guys? How?
See, now I'll give you my thoughts on this. It's not a reach. It's not necessarily a bad pick.
It's not.
But what they could have gotten, I think they could have gotten more impact out of Jalen Ramsey and more immediate and long term, just like what they're going to get out of Ezekiel Elliott.
Right.
I understand. And I've talked to a lot of Cowboys fans. They understand and they're okay with the pick. They would have liked to have the defensive back.
Right.
But they can see it because, like you said, you don't know how long Romo's going to stay healthy. You don't know what your window is of drafting and so much winning the Super Bowl or being in that position to win the Super Bowl.
Right.
So I can understand why they went with Elliott. It is the shiny new car.
Yeah, it's a shiny new car. And just to add to what you're saying, Okay, and I understand from a philosophy standpoint, you're going to be on the field more. You're going to run the ball more, which helps your bad defense. Your defense is not that good right now.
Right.
You got two.
They're looking for the recipe for 2014.
Exactly. So that's what it is. I mean, but I don't know. It's just, I just think it was a great pick, but then at the same point, you have needs.
You have needs, but see, you don't ever want to draft for need. But when you had Jalen Ramsey and you have Ezekiel Elliott there, the value at both is kind of equal to the same, if not Ramsey's higher.
Right.
So.
But Ramsey's immediate. He's an immediate upgrade.
Ramsey's immediate upgrade in the secondary, and Elliott, as much as you want to say, you spoke to McFadden, you spoke about Alfred Morris. Elliott is an upgrade as well.
Yes.
It's going to open up things more on the offense.
It is.
But your defense, you didn't pay attention to that, and then that leads us to their second round pick, Jalen Smith, who, don't get me wrong, if he was healthy, God, he's a steal. He's a stud.
Yes, he is.
But you just don't know with that history of his foot and that nerve injury.
That nerve is
so that's what I say that to say this because. This kind of ties into the Elliott pick.
Okay.
How effective can Elliott be if you didn't make any upgrades on defense and you're still going to get up 30 points a game? You can't run the ball at that point.
Right.
Your whole philosophy of your offense changes.
Right, and then just to add to that, you could have Miles Jack.
Yes.
He was sitting right there. Miles Jack was sitting right there. And okay, yes, everyone's saying he may need microfracture surgery. That's
at some point.
But
he would have played this year.
This year, that's immediate upgrade. That's immediate because you don't know with Sean Lee on those concussions. You don't know how long it's gonna last. Right. You could plug Miles Jack in right now. He could probably maybe start for you.
Yeah, Sean Lee has a hard time staying healthy. So going into the other picks, I think you have him there.
Yeah.
In the third round, the fourth. I think third round they went D tackle Malik Collins
which is
from Nebraska.
That's
it's a decent pick.
Nice pick.
I didn't like his overall college production. He didn't really do enough for me.
A little inconsistent at times, but I mean, for them it may be a good pickup. Also Tapper. Now Tapper's another guy.
Yes.
He's a little bit undersized. He kind of reminds you of like a Freeney, like Freeney guy.
Yes.
But a lot of the experts are saying, well, that's kind of a reason maybe could have drafted him a little later.
Right.
But
see, the thing is with the Cowboys and a lot of teams in this draft in the NFC East is that this defensive line was very, very deep at all positions. And they really didn't. They had a chance to get an Ashawn Robinson.
Yes.
Get a Jerron Reed with that second pick instead of getting Jalen Smith. Or Kevin Dodd.
Right.
And still could have got Jalen Smith.
Yes.
I like Jalen Smith better in the third round.
Yes.
Fourth round. I don't think the team was really going to take a chance on him in the second round. And being that close in the top of the second round, the Cowboys don't plan on being like that again.
No.
So you essentially took a second round pick. It's like their whole draft. The story of the draft is high risk, high reward. They wanted the payoff. I don't see an immediate change as far as this year. Even because this with the healthy Romo, I think they can go 11-5.
And then on top of that, just to move on to the next pick, you pick up Prescott.
Yeah.
Like, what are you thinking about? You had Cardale Jones on the board. You had Connor Cook on the board. And you took Prescott?
Oakland jumped them to take Connor Cook. So I can't really say that.
Okay, regardless. You had Jones. Right. Cardale Jones is right there. He fit your offense a little better. Prescott was a running quarterback.
Yeah.
A spread quarterback. I mean, and you
guess you need somebody.
Yeah, but Cardale Jones is a much better fit.
So, overall, with that being said, I mean, we won't go really into the later round picks.
Right.
What do you give the Cowboys as a grade?
I'm going to say C minus.
C minus?
C minus. I mean, because the Jalen Smith pick, it's I mean, you're redshirting him. You have needs on defense. You have glaring needs, linebacker, defense, and cornerbacks, and you didn't address it right away. So that's why I say C minus.
I would give him a C plus, and that's not being like, but just.
Are you saying C plus because Ezekiel?
Because I like the pick of Zeke. I mean, he was in the top 5 overall prospects in the draft for a reason. They took him at number 4. They're going to be scary on offense, but like I said, it all comes down to that defense. And if they hit on one or two of those defensive players later rounds in the draft, and they give them production, along with Randy Gregory coming back,
4 games.
He has the 4-game suspension, but it's possible.
It's a crapshoot. I mean, it's a crapshoot. It really is. I mean, you just don't know what's going to happen. I mean, you could have had. I mean, come on, Shaq Lawson was on the board.
Yeah.
Robert Nkadichi was on the board. I mean, I don't know.
So we're gonna move on. We're gonna go up 95. We're gonna talk about the Giants and the G-men. And I think that their draft. I like Sterling Shepard. I'm gonna come all over the place. I like Sterling Shepard in the slot. Kid from Oklahoma.
I've always liked him.
I mean, I like.
What do you think about Eli Apple? I mean, and yes, he's a Homer guy. You know,
he knows Eli Apple personally.
My nephew played with him. You know what I mean? So I mean, they kind of boys. So
I see it. I just don't see it as far as this year. I'm happy for the kid.
Right.
His local kid from Voorhees, who got drafted 10th pick in the first round of the draft.
Right.
That's a big deal.
But
at the same time, watching his college tape, he lacks that overall top speed, and he's very handsy.
Right, he's very handsy. He's
very physical.
He's very physical. He's very rangy.
Yes.
But the thing is, after that 5 yards, I mean, is he going to be able to cover?
Right.
You know?
I think he's going to have a lot of flags thrown his way. So I
Yeah.
think Spagnuolo and the defensive Giants staff have some work to do and coach him up, obviously. But I like the pick.
Right.
I would rather them go Hargraves at that point.
Yeah, I would on Hargraves.
And I know they were in on Leonard
Hargraves.
Floyd, and
Right.
Chicago jumped up from 11-9 to get Leonard Floyd.
And on top of that, which is more glaring, which we also
they could have took Tunsil.
They could have took Tunsil.
They could have had Tunsil.
Listen, Tunsil, and I mean, yeah, everyone's saying the off-field stuff, but listen, if the guy just puts it together, if he keeps everything clean, this guy could possibly be a 7-time, 8-time Pro Bowl. I'm saying it right now, I'm predicting it, and possibly a Hall of Famer. He's that good.
Yeah, and you
He's
need
that
somebody
good.
to protect Manning. I mean, they really didn't address the defensive line, offensive line throughout the whole draft to a point of value. They did get Paul Perkins in the 4th round.
Right, as well as B.J. Goodson. B.J. Goodson is an excellent linebacker from Clemson, which is a great pickup. I do like Perkins, like you said, and then I like the kid Adams from Jarrell Adams from South Carolina.
Ooh,
nice. He's really
I forgot
nice
about him. I'm sorry.
He's
gonna
be a little scary for us.
We go against him. I mean, because he could go right back to the
going down the scene.
What's the kid's name? I'm forgetting. From Miami. Shockey. I'm sorry.
Shockey.
I just hate you so much that I kind of blocked you out from my memory, Shockey. But they may be able to go back to that type of tight end.
Yeah, because I mean that's Eli's thing. Eli likes to throw the ball down the seam to that tight end. Likes to get it right to him. So Adams could be a nice fit. I mean, look at a guy like Donnell before he got hurt. He was a big part of the offense. So, you know, Giants fans, I know some of you guys are upset. I mean, my brother's a huge Giants fan. And he was just upset, livid. But, I mean, you got a couple nice picks. Sterling Shepard's going to be good. I mean, like you talked about.
Yes.
And then Goodson's going to be nice. Perkins is a decent running back. So, and then Adams. So, not too bad. I give him maybe C+. Who you leaning to? He's thinking real hard, y'all. He's thinking, get the QBs.
I'm looking because, I mean, I have it, and then I'm kind of just hearing you talk.
You went back.
And trust me, we talked about this at length and before we went on air. But just hearing, when you hear it, and it's,
you thought about it.
I gotta go C because.
Yeah, okay, so why are you saying regular C instead of C+ or C-?
Because on the offense side of the ball, I don't know how much better you could have already gotten and progressed.
Okay.
Their problem was defense, and I know they addressed a lot of defensive needs in the offseason, but they didn't. On offense, it's the line, especially the right side of the line. That Tunsil.
That's going to haunt them.
Over Tunsil.
That's going to haunt them.
That can really come back to bite him in the butt. You know, I can't stress to you enough. I love the Sterling Shepard pick, especially with Victor Cruz. You don't know what you're going to get out of him.
Right.
But also, they lost Ruben Randall. So I know they have, Preston Parker?
Preston Parker, yeah.
He's probably going to step up to be the number 2 now and take Ruben Randall's spot. And you have Cruz and Shepard automatically in the slot. But I don't know what Cruz can really give you.
Well, they're saying that he's really black. He said that. He put it out on the blog.
I know what he said. I mean, what do you expect an athlete
very true.
to say?
Very true. I mean, it's interesting. I mean, it's interesting to see how he comes back. You know, did you watch that? The piece on him? Nice piece. Nice piece on Showtime. You can check it out. But anyway,
Victor Cruz?
Yeah,
nice
piece.
I mean, you can miss it with that. I'm too much of a homer for
I'm a diehard Eagles fan, but I mean, I like good documentaries. I'm a sucker for a good documentary, even though it's against the midgets, but still. But I digress.
Yes. But once again, I mean, if you looked at the draft grades that were around, I mean, they really didn't get any draft grades that were A or B+. A lot of them were C's and B's, B minuses. So they did very well. I mean, once again, it all depends where you're trying to get value in the 4th, 5th, or 6th round.
Right.
You know, so.
So you're saying C?
I'm saying C. You give them a C+, right?
Yeah, C+.
So C+, C. That's
not too bad.
2/10. I mean, it is what it is. But I think we have to take a break pretty soon. We got pay some bills. So on the other side, we're going to finish it off with Washington and the Eagles. Talk some more. We're going to talk a little bit about some boxing. We're going to talk about the NBA playoffs, which right now this semifinals conference round is giving some entertaining basketball right now.
Cavs looking good.
So pay some bills. We'll be right back. It's Philly Sports Guys. I'm Pete. This is Aaron. Sports Bus Channel, Radio Vision Network, Ustream. You know we.
Extra Innings is the nation's premier indoor baseball and softball training center, featuring indoor batting cages, 7 multi-use tunnels, and training rooms. Extra Innings can provide professional instruction, private and group lessons, and the best year-round clinics. Along with a nationally recognized pro shop that features the latest and widest selection of equipment and apparel, our experienced staff can provide you with the right instruction and help you find the best equipment for your ability and budget. Extra Innings, where the game never ends.
Simply Gents, located in Marlton, New Jersey, takes care of all your grooming needs, including haircuts, straight razor shaves, massages, facial, manicures, pedicures, and waxing. To find more information or book an appointment, visit us online at www.simplygents.com. The secret weapon of a well-groomed man, Simply Gents.
Today's show was brought to you by Alicia Kelly of White Horse RV Center in Williamstown, New Jersey. Alicia is your RV expert. Contact Alicia at whitehorserv.com or give her a call at 856-262-1717, extension 203. When you think of RV, think Alicia Kelly.
All right, and we got Radio Vision Network, SBC, RV, yeah. And we're back anyway, but real quick, Pete, we're going to jump right into it. Redskins, where do we start?
I just want to look. I'm not gonna jump off too much on that, but we were just talking like he has to bring us back from break, and we just went over what the lead-in was Sports Plus Channel, Radio Vision Network.
I switched up a little bit.
PSG, and I'm just saying. I'm just saying. What I do is not that easy.
He does his thing. He does what he does, and I do what I do. We do things a little different.
Right, as you stated in the first segment, I digress. So we're gonna get ready to watch the Redskins, and I hate to say this, but not only did they have the best draft out of the NFC East, they probably had one of the best drafts out of anybody in the league. For what they did with immediate need. Now, I preface that by saying, getting Josh Norman fell into your lap. That took care of a very, very, very big need for them going into this draft.
I'm glad you said that because the thing is, they were saying originally that they were looking at William Jackson III from Houston.
Yes.
And Josh Norman just come to him. It's like everything fell into their lap, you know.
And that's the thing. What makes Baltimore teams like Green Bay so good is they let the draft come to them.
Right.
Washington actually let the draft come to them this year.
Exactly.
They didn't go up and try to do anything crazy flashy. They let the draft come to them. So, first round pick, Josh Doctson, TCU. Pretty much he's not the fastest. He's not the rangiest.
Who does he kind of remind you of a little bit?
ESPN has to compare him to AJ Green.
Didn't know that, really.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he has a long way to go to get there, but kind of on that somewhat of a skill level.
And I think bringing him in as a rookie now here's the thing, and I think it's the GM. You got to give him kudos. McLaughlin, I think his name. You got to give him kudos because you bring him in for a year. You have Jackson under contract, and you have Garcon under contract for this year.
Yes.
So let him learn from the veterans. I'm thinking more so.
But I think he's probably the most pro-ready wide receiver. I think he's going
all of them. Yeah,
I think he's going to contribute right away, especially with Jordan Reed as a tight end.
Right. Right.
I think there is a spot for him, which makes Washington more dynamic. Now, I don't want to kind of jump around, but the third round pick, they were in the second round. They traded out of the second round.
Right. They got Cravens from USC.
They got Sewell Cravens from USC, who is a tall, lanky linebacker who can run, who can cover. He can kind of do it all. I don't know if he's a thumper, but in this day and age,
he's a tweener. He's a tweener.
In the NFL, with the tight ends that we have, he is somebody that can cover really well, and that helps on the defense when you're going into making your defensive game plan.
But two guys I like in particular, and I'm gonna say it before you say it, 'cause I know you're gonna say it. The two guys I like, and I like Vitek. I've always been a Vitek guy, but Kendall Fuller. He's with the fourth Fuller that actually make the NFL. I think it's like all the Fuller brothers, like a million of them. But that was a great pick. They got him at 83rd, I believe it was.
84. And I'm sorry, Sewell Cravens was taken in the second round. He was a 53rd pick, so my apologies on that.
See, I like that. You covered yourself. I like that. But anyway, Kendall Fuller is a great pick. But most importantly, which I think is the steal of the draft, I was hoping you and I talked about off break.
Steal of the whole draft or their draft?
Well, Tunsil's a steal of draft.
Okay.
But the second steal of draft is Keith Marshall. Now
they got him in the 7th round,
7th
pick.
Running back, I don't know if you guys know about this guy, but at first, I think his first freshman year or so, they were talking about if he wasn't
a lot of injuries.
A lot of injuries. But this kid is going to be a stud. Please remember I said this is one of my predictions. This kid, Keith Marshall, is going to be a stud. And I'm going to be honest with you, Eagles fans, we're going to have a long day when he plays us.
As if he can stay healthy.
If he can stay healthy, that's big.
If he can stay healthy.
But if he stays healthy, man, he's a stud.
I really like the Fuller pick. I mean, he was one of the 3rd or 4th ranked cornerbacks.
Yeah.
Right behind William Jackson, Jalen Ramsey, Hargraves, and to get him in the 3rd round, that's what you want in the draft. You want somebody that could be a starter for you at some point, or maybe in 2 years, maybe their 2nd year, but that can come in and make an immediate impact in their 1st year and have value. He did fall because of some injuries. I like the local boy.
Which one?
Matt Ioannidis, they took in the 5th round. Temple.
Yes.
Cherry White.
Temple's pumping him out now, aren't they?
Yeah, well, they had I don't know if you consider 3 picks pumping them out. They had more. They had more draft picks. They had more draft selections than Texas. Texas only had 1 draft selection. So I mean, I don't know hook 'em horns. I don't know what you guys are doing down there, but
something's going on.
So I like Ioannidis from Temple. They also did pick up Stevie Daniels.
I don't like Suffield. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never been a Nate Suffield guy. He's a transfer from Texas Tech. He transferred to Indiana. He had a decent year, but honestly, I've never been high on this guy. I mean, I know they like him, but I'm not too high on him. What about you?
I mean, he runs, he passes, he throws the ball. I don't know I haven't seen too much tape on him. It's a 6th round. It's a 6th round project. So I mean, you got him to develop. And you did give it to RG3. I don't know. You had Colt McCoy. That's your backup.
That's your backup.
So now you always take a chance, and you want to draft quarterbacks to groom. Maybe you can turn them into something if you need be, or maybe you can turn them over for picks.
Honestly, and I'm gonna say this again, and I know we talked about it before, but I'd rather take Vernon Adams from Oregon,
who still is
undrafted.
Still undrafted,
but in the 6th round. I mean, yes, he's 5'11". A lot of people say he's a short guy, this and that.
Well, 5'11" is short.
Yeah, but he's a 5-year starter. The kid's a 5-year starter. He's a winner. He's one of those guys. He's kind of like Russell. It kind of reminds me of Russell Wilson, the way he came out. And a lot of people underestimate him. That's the kid to watch out for, Vernon Adams Jr.
All right, so with that being said, what grade do you give the Redskins draft?
A.
I give them an A- to an A. Yeah. I mean, like I said,
yeah, absolutely.
They let the draft come to them.
Absolutely.
They got Dotson, they got Fuller, got Cravens. They got their first 3 picks.
Right.
Immediate impact players.
Absolutely.
Immediate impact players. That's going to help the team, not right now, but also in the long term.
Right.
I like the Keith Marshall pick if he can stay healthy, because they did let Arthur Morris go in free agency. So they only have Matt Jones.
Mm-hmm.
They have another running back. His name is slipping my mind right now.
I believe it's not Silas Red, right? Was it Silas Red, or they got rid of him?
I think they may.
I'm not sure if they're
but with Jordan Reed, Dotson, Deshaun Jackson, Garcon,
it's gonna be trouble.
It's gonna be trouble. If Kirk Cousins can play anywhere to the level that he had before,
it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem.
So I definitely give them an A.
Honestly, I see them winning. I mean, I hate to say it, but I see them winning
NFC.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think they're the team that we haven't had a back-to-back division winner in a long time.
Nah,
in
we haven't.
But this may be the year for it. This may be the year for it. So, with that said,
yes, moving on.
I usually don't bang on the table. That's usually his thing.
Yeah,
his side of the table
I'm trying to be better. Anyone that has watched this, I've been better with that. I've been working on
that. But hey, when you're passionate, you got to take things out. You talk with your hands. You do what
you do a little banging and stuff. You know, you serious.
So,
but our boys.
Yes, the birds. Gang green.
All
midnight.
Day. We bleed it.
I do.
Green all day.
I haven't cut myself in a while.
Every day. But one bed, one bump. So go ahead, real quick.
And lost his
I just had to say that. One bed, one bump. One bed, one bump.
So for the Eagles, it's the position that they put themselves in.
Yes.
I think they were winners of free agency overall, teams at NFC East, because of what they did to get up to this point with Howie Roseman, the moves that he made.
Yes, absolutely.
So the draft, I mean, this is probably one of the first drafts in Eagles history in a long time where it was really not that suspenseful.
Nah.
I mean, I remember me and you were texting back and forth on draft night, and it's like, why the Rams taking so long? Why the Rams taking so long?
I got nervous. I'm gonna be honest with you. I got real nervous.
I had to talk him off
because my thing is, like, right? You know who you're gonna pick. Everyone in this world knows who you're gonna pick. Stevie Wonder knows it, right?
Yes.
And you're taking like 8-10 minutes to pick.
Yeah.
Pick them. You're gonna pick golf.
Right, and then I don't know if you saw the Philadelphia Eagles did post the video, because right after they didn't take that long. They didn't take that much time. No. They were on the clock.
Yeah.
Boom. Hey,
we knew it.
Carson, this is Howie.
Listen,
you ready to be an Eagle?
I'm gonna say this.
Those words. If this pick pans out,
yes,
you will look at that video and you say, "This is the day that the Eagles franchise changed forever."
Listen, if he comes in, and again, it's a crapshoot. That's what the draft is. You just don't know. You might hit it, you might miss it, but the guy's got all the attributes, man. I was watching his highlights and everything, man. He's got the attributes, man. If he comes in and he does,
he has a little cock.
He's got a little cock. He's got a little cock.
He got a little swag to him.
Not a little swag, but he's smart. He's a smart kid.
Yes.
4.0. And in school, you know, he scored a 40 on his one lick.
Yeah.
And he just has a poise. Sometimes some guys have it and some guys don't. He's got it. He just got it. So if he comes in and does what he needs to do, he's gonna be the mayor of Philly one day.
I look at it.
I mean,
I look at it like this. Look. I'm very high on Carson Wentz. I'm not just high on him as a player. I'm high on the situation that he's coming into, and I think a lot of fans have to take that into account. He's coming into a situation where his head coach is a quarterback.
Yes.
His offensive coordinator is a quarterback.
Yes.
And he has a very good quarterback's coach.
Absolutely.
Up until the point, which we'll get into, until the point of what Sam Bradford did, his nana boo boo.
Oh, that's later on.
Coward stuff.
I'm going off on that.
We thought we had a perfect situation where
we did.
had our present, our bridge, and our future.
Right.
All right there on the table.
Yes, we did.
It was laid out. Mm-hmm. So I like the situation he's coming into, and I really think he's going to show a lot of people in camp that he's probably more pro ready than people think.
Yes.
But we can spend a lot of time across the now. This is a whole draft recap.
Yeah.
So we didn't have a second round pick.
Right.
Thank you, Chip. Third round pick, Isaac Seminalo.
We was talking about that earlier because I'm bad with names and I tell folks I don't mean to do it, but it just happens. You just tore it up.
I think I was closer than you, but you had
Salameo.
No, it's Semalou.
That's like one of the spelling bees.
So we're just gonna call you Ike.
We're just gonna say the kid from Oregon State. How about that?
Ike from Oregon State.
I like him.
His dad was a defensive line coach.
Yes.
He could play. He's very versatile on the
play the guard. He can play the
guard,
center and tackle
if need be.
Right.
I mean, there were some people who said if it wasn't for injuries, they had him in the first round of this year's draft.
Right.
So to get that type of value, once again, value at immediate need and long term in the third round.
And to be honest with you, they're saying that he could start.
Yeah,
so,
I can see him starting the guard.
You never know.
He can beat out Wisniewski. You know, that's probably his niche right there. He can beat out Gardner for the other guard positions.
Barbie as well.
Wow.
Barbie's horrible.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's another stuff. So moving on, fourth round.
Fourth round.
Fifth. Was it fourth or fifth?
No, they didn't.
No, we didn't have
we had fifth round pick was Wendell Smallwood,
who I like a lot. He kind of reminds me
1,200 yards in the Big 12.
Yes,
led the Big 12 in rushing yards and rushing touchdowns. So that's he has a little shiftiness to him, like a Shady, like a Bullculture.
Yeah.
Now what I like is with this regime now, when the next couple of picks all had some quote unquote character issues.
Yes.
That were involved in some things that may other teams like Chip Kelly's regime shy away
from, right.
So, but you needed a running back. I mean, don't get me wrong. You have Ryan Matthews. You have Darren Sproles. You have Kenyon Barner.
Yeah.
But
my thing is this to that. I mean, you always got to have a guy that's going to ruffle feathers.
Yes.
And when I say
talent
that,
trumps
all.
Talent trumps all.
If the kid can come in, which I think he can come in, get around some good veterans, which was we have some good veterans around in our facilities. Come in there, learn from the pros, be a pro off the field. You know, like I said earlier, you said it. I said off camera. You said it just now. He reminds me of Buckholzer. He reminds me a little bit of Westbrook, a little bit of Shade, a little mixture.
Little mixture
of all the above, but he could be a good third down back, come in.
Immediately. Ultimately, they're going to groom him to be hopefully an every down back. Now, we know next year's draft class.
The key is Matthews, though. Matthews got to stay healthy, man.
Matthews has to stay
healthy. Matthews stays healthy, then the whole situation works. You still got Sproles, you got Smallwood, and you got Matthews. So we'll be fine.
Then,
yes.
After that, we had Alec McAllister, 7th round.
Okay.
We had Blake Countess in the 6th round, who I like a lot.
From Auburn.
Was the best DB on Auburn, probably the best defensive player on the field for Auburn. May come in and shock some people, can fight for position and make the roster. I like Alex McAllister. I keep saying Alec for some reason. Alex McAllister, defensive end out of Florida. Yes. We don't know why he was really kicked off the team. That's a little gray area.
Yeah, we don't know.
Raw talent. He does need to be coached up, but can be a big hit.
Right.
Now, the steal of the draft,
who I like a lot.
In my opinion, forget Tunsil. No, Tunsil, when you get him at 13 first round pick, I don't necessarily consider that a steal. But Jalen Mills from 7th round, Louisiana, LSU Tiger.
Listen,
had a second to third round grade. To get him at the 7th round, the 240 pick, that is value.
Big time.
All capital letters of value.
And the thing is with Jalen Mills is watching him a lot, SEC games. He's a tweener. He can play cornerback.
Can play safety.
But the thing I like about him, which I said to you off camera, is you can kind of use him like a Matthew from the Cardinals.
Yes.
Where you can kind of, bring him. He can do the slot against the slot wide receiver. You can bring him the rush of quarterback.
Right.
He does a lot of those things Matthew does. So he might get on the field maybe second or third game. He maybe even start.
Right, and if you watch the game
you
tape
know?
when they played Alabama, yes, they was tied and they kind of got blown out. We watched the game tape from Alabama. He was flying around the field trying to make plays, and that's what you want.
Yes.
And I definitely think he's going to make the team. I mean,
absolutely.
I definitely think he's going to make the team. He has enough time to make the team.
Yes.
And then on top of the regular picks that we had throughout the process of the 3 days of the draft, we signed 16 undrafted free agents, 4 wide receivers out of that, 2 running backs, 1 running back that you really like, Byron Marshall, Oregon.
Real quick, my man, everyone knows I'm a Oregon fan, but Marshall, I think can really come in. I think he will make the team. You can use him in a lot of different spots. You can put him at running back. You can put him at wide receiver, which that's what he is right now, because he played running back at Oregon. But a wide receiver, you can kind of put him in the slot. You can move this guy around a lot. This guy can catch the ball. He's shifty. He can make some noise for us.
Right. I mean, just real quick. I know we got to go to a break pretty soon. They also undrafted Aziz Shitu, a defensive tackle from Stanford, had a 4th round grade on him. He went undrafted. There's a lot of good players in this draft because of different positions and how the draft worked out that weren't drafted. Hunter Sharp, wide receiver, Utah State. 12th ranked wide receiver according to Bleacher Report, went undrafted. I watched his tape. He's fast. He runs decent routes.
Yes.
I don't like the fact that he catches a lot with his body.
Right.
I want him to catch
But
more
he can
with
work
his
on
hands.
that.
But as an undrafted free agent, I understand.
He's
Also
coachable.
drafted C.J. Smith, cornerback, North Dakota State. Carson Wentz's teammate. Watch tape on him. Very good physical attributes. Gifted. Does need to be coached up. Obviously, all these players need to be coached up. But they also did Cedric O'Neal, Valdosta State, running back. I think it was FCS school. Led FCS. I don't know if it was FCS or Division II.
It's Division II.
Division two.
Division II.
He led Division II in rushing. So that's what you want to get because once again, we all understand that we have our 1st round grades, we have our 2nd round grades,
Right.
But talent, if you can play this game called football, talent is talent.
Right.
Competition, you can't change the competition that you play.
And a lot of times these scouts miss. Let's be honest. A lot of these scouts miss, and who knows? We might have one of those guys where they missed that.
Right. And then we also, I forgot to mention, our other 7th round pick was Joe Walker.
Oh, from Oregon, another Oregon guy. He's also another good player.
He's going to contribute on special teams like that. We also get Gordon, tight end LSU, another player who's physical, got some range. You can never have enough tight ends. Now, once again, all these players, these are undrafted. They probably won't make the team, but you just want to get, out of these 16 that they picked, if you can get 3 or 4 that can come in and make the team and contribute, that's fine.
Impact,
So, with all that being said, all that lumped up, what grade do you give the Eagles? Now, hence, this all hinges on C-Dub. All hinges on C-Dub.
I'm going to say C.
You're going to say C?
I'm going to say C.
As of right now, this is C.
Yeah, C right now.
I can't really disagree with you more.
Yeah.
I'll probably go C+ because of the value that they got towards the end of the draft.
Yeah, I mean, you can go
You
either
can't
or.
give them a B, you can't give them an A because you don't know what Wentz is going to be.
Just don't
ultimately,
know.
as much as we have our thoughts and our ceilings of what he could be,
Right.
and the attributes like you spoke about,
You don't know.
and what's in between the ears, you don't know until you see it on the field.
Absolutely.
But now, to wrap this whole NFC East draft recap up, and as we said, we're going to talk about immediate, now, and long term. So immediately, with the 4 teams in the NFC East, we recapped all their picks.
Right.
You already said Washington, you think is going to win the division.
Absolutely.
I have.
Hate to say it, but it's true.
I just think they're the most complete team right now. With
Absolutely.
offense and defense, they addressed their needs that they had. I will put them there as winning the NFC East.
Right.
Seg, my boy, if you watch this, you know I hate that. We don't even watch the games together. It almost ruins our friendship. So,
Oh, that's great.
but I'm picking your boys to win the division again, back to back. I will go Dallas second.
And then
I'll obviously with the talent
it
they
can, go,
have,
it can go either or after that.
and
With the Giants and us, unfortunately.
yeah, the Giants.
Either or, you never know. I mean,
Right. I like the Giants to go third. I mean, fortunately, Eagles. I think we're gonna be
gonna
because
have
our
a-
schedule was tough. The first half of it is good, but I pick us to go last in the division because of what we're gonna talk about on the other side of the break. And I wish I could cuss on here, but
nah,
I
you
can't.
can't do that. Yeah.
The little snitch boy Bradford. That we'll get back to on the other side of the break. Look, when we come back from break, I'm just letting you know. I'm gonna bring us back. I'm gonna bring up the topic. And I'm gonna let my boy Edis go on. So we're gonna pay these bills, and we back. Radio Vision Network, Sports Rush Channel. Aaron, Pete. I mixed that up.
It's all good.
Aaron.
We here.
We're jumping. So We'll be back with y'all.
When it's time for Jersey Mike's to give a sub some sizzle, this is the way. The way it's always been. The way it always should be. The way it always will be. Because that's just the way it's supposed to be. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Choosing the right fence for your home or business is an important decision to make. Choose Anello Fence for peace of mind. Our family has manufactured and installed beautiful maintenance-free fence for over 50 years. We provide vinyl, aluminum, and wood fence in a wide variety of styles and colors, including chain link fence for commercial and residential. Call or visit our indoor showroom and ask for Steve Anello and see how 4 generations of combined experience mean that you'll get quality and service that can't be matched by any other fencing company, period. Call Anello Fence today for a free estimate.
Today's show has been sponsored by Farmers Insurance in Voorhees, New Jersey. To protect your assets and the people you love, call Mike Skoranek, your local Farmers Insurance agent, at 856-336-2553.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Philly Sports Guys, PSG for short. You already know we here every Saturday. We bringing you the sports philosophies that we feel, our opinions. We just did the draft recap for the NFC East. And look, I told y'all before the break, it was about to get real. Like Kevin Hart said, it's about to go down.
Where do I
So
start?
I'm just going to let him go.
Where do I
Sam
start?
Bradford.
I mean, like...
I'm going to tag you in. Go ahead. You in.
Okay, okay. Sam Bradford. I don't know his middle name. Sam Bradford. Come to the front.
Well, if he had a middle name and you didn't know, what would you
I
do?
don't know. Billy Bob Thornton. I don't know. But all I know is who...
Billy Bob Thornton was married to Angelina Jolie.
Who in the Billy Bob, whoever told this man that he was great? That's what I want to know. How? Okay, first of all, let's break it down. Tom Condon took a gamble. Told him not to come in. Told him not to answer phone. He hasn't answered any of the Eagles players, officials, whoever. Phone calls for what? A month? What? A couple weeks? Couple weeks. But who told this man? Who told this man that he was the best, that he can do this? You made over $100 million. There's people out there starving to make money, who's starving to be in the NFL. Come to the front, Sam Bradford. Look me in the eyes. You're not the man. You're not the man. Why in the world do you think that you're so established that you can do this?
All right, so since he gonna take a look, Sam,
I just
2 weeks ago when we did this show, I was outnumbered. I can't defend you no more.
And yes, and this man right here defending this man.
I can't defend you no more. And to be honest with you,
can you believe that?
Let me keep it real with y'all real quick. I can't defend you no more, but I don't think that even you
have to look away.
Thought that it would get this bad because you told your agent, let's see what kind of trade we can work out. Listen, dummy. When it was before free agency started and you had the little free agency test period, your agent knew, and you knew, and the Eagles knew nobody else was interested in you.
He says they never told me they're going to draft a pick.
They
never told me
I'm
they
beyond all
draft a
that
pick.
because this is right now. Sam, look, I'm talking to you. If there's anything I wish you could have, I could have of yours is your money and your golf swing. That's it. Other than that, your heart, you ain't got none.
Yeah, but my thing is...
Let me finish now. Let me finish. You have
Go ahead.
You ain't got no heart.
Come short.
You ain't got no heart because you too scared to even come in because of the fact that you think you might lose your job. Your own agent said there's no competition for you. The Eagles is telling you to start a quarterback, and yet you still don't want to bring your ass to Kent. Voluntary, mandatory, doesn't matter. Look.
PG-13.
You missing out on the opportunity to play with your rookies, your vets, and your teammates to build that camaraderie that you talked about last year when you gave that speech in the shower. So I guess that you telling me all that talk last year, you giving those speeches, you've been able to audible at the Giants game at the end of the season, that don't mean nothing no more, right? Because we drafted a kid from Bismarck, North Dakota, that the organization's already said that they want to put in bubble wrap and sit behind you. They're not asking you to hold his hand. They ask you to come in and be a professional quarterback and be the starter for the Philadelphia Eagles. Why you are not willing to do that, I have no idea. But look, the more time you miss, the more Chase Daniels' head is getting bigger, the more he's getting acclimated with the system that he already knows. You don't even know the system.
Don't even know the system. Listen, I think, and I'm going to say this, and I said it last week to you, and we went back and forth a couple weeks ago. If you're the man, it shouldn't matter. Tom Brady. They drafted Garoppolo a couple years ago.
They drafted Jacoby Brissett
Is
this year.
Is Garoppolo playing? Huh?
No.
Ben Roethlisberger. I can go down the list. Those guys. So what? Somebody you drafted a quarterback. I don't care. I'm the man.
To me,
and my thing is, if you're the man, like you say you are, like someone, I don't know who it is. Somebody's got to be telling me. Somebody in this camp needs to wake up. If you're the man, like you said you are, bring your butt to camp. Be a leader. Do what you got to do. Listen, you're only gonna be there for a year, at maybe 2 at the most. You're auditioning for 31 teams. Come in there, be a good soldier, teach the young guy how to play, showcase yourself on the field, and be good.
Look, I'll say this.
That's it.
I'm gonna say this. We traded a quarterback in the offseason. And damn it, we traded the wrong one. We traded Sanchez to Denver. Sanchez got more heart than you. They asked Sanchez in Denver about Paxton Lynch. This man said, look, if you're confident in yourself, that's all you need to worry about. But look, if Paxton Lynch comes to ask me a question about the playbook and he needs help with something, I will help him.
And that's Mark
because
Sanchez.
At the end of the day, you are a professional quarterback, Sam Bradford.
Turnover machine.
Your window, which you never really had a window,
Never.
is that you were the guy. That window is gone. You need to be the best professional quarterback that you could be. You heard that from me. You heard that from Chad Pennington on Mike and Ike. Listen, I'll go one better. I'll give you the source. Colin Cowherd said on Fox Sports, if it wasn't for your injuries, Sam Bradford would just be a bust. All these injuries this time away, it's just covering up your bust. Sam Bradford, you was on eBay, and I'm quoting Colin Cowherd verbatim. Nobody would bid on you. So listen, we gave you $11 million. If you want to give us the money back and don't want to come in, fine. You know you're not going to do that. So bring your ASS to camp, suit up, play some football, learn a system that you already don't know because you're losing. Not only, you don't even have to worry about Wentz is still taking your job. Chase Daniel can take your job. I'm done.
We got to move forward. NBA playoffs. Listen, let's break it down real quick. I'm just going to talk about it real fast. We move forward. Cavs. Let's talk about the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, let's keep it real, people, all the people out there who I love. I'm just going to be honest with you. I have 3 teams. I'm a Philadelphia Sixers fan, of course. Phoenix Suns since '88. And then LeBron. And my man LeBron and his team, the Cavs, right now, they are shooting the lights out right now. I don't know if anyone watched the game on Wednesday, but they had a league playoff
18
record.
threes in the first half.
18 threes in the first half, 25 threes altogether. They are shooting
most in history.
But I'm going to tell you this. And I told him earlier, the biggest trade, and it's small, even though to a lot of people, Shannon Fry. They got him for peanuts. And the fact that they got someone besides Kevin Love that can stretch the floor, they actually got him because of Golden State. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, Golden State may not make it because San Antonio is playing that well, but right now the Cavs is clicking. And the way they're clicking right now, they're going to sweep this series in Atlanta, and it's going to be a wrap.
Yeah, I think they won 121-98, something like that, game 3. Listen, it's easy for me to talk about the Cavs. I just want to talk about the quality of basketball that we're seeing in this round.
Absolutely.
I mean, it was kind of good in the first round. You had a couple games, series that went to game 7s, but you look at the OKC San Antonio game.
Yes.
The first 3 games, the first game, obviously. The next 2 were very competitive.
Right.
I guess the old Russell Westbrook showed up last night because he cost his team the game with the turnovers. I don't know what he was doing.
I don't understand what
KD was eating out there. He was he was in the zone. Why the ball wasn't going through him, I don't. And Billy Donovan is a good head coach. I definitely think he's going to talk to Russell Westbrook about that, and I think he's going to make sure that.
Watch this. I gotta say this. The next 2 games will determine the future. Remember this. Will determine the future for Kevin Durant. If they lose these couple games, if they lose the fashion of them losing, Kevin Durant will leave Oklahoma City.
And they said, now we all know that the Wizards are interested in Durant next offseason.
The Lakers are in play.
Warriors, we heard. I don't know if you heard.
San Antonio.
San Antonio knows they want to keep this thing going. Right. You know, it's not a lot of great quality teams out there.
Right.
So they know they got their window keeps expanding.
Right.
But I want to talk about the Eastern Conference Heat.
Yes.
And the Raptors. I don't know what happened to Kyle Lowry. I don't know where his game went. But they're still in these games. And look, man,
40%.
Dwayne Wade is doing this thing.
Dwayne with those messed up knees, Wade. The Flash has reappeared.
Yes,
but they're looking good, man. I mean, they're looking good. They're striving right now. Right. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that series may go 7. It's a possibility.
Yeah.
But maybe 6. It's all according to Lowry. Lowry, I mean, mentioning it, he's shooting 40%, man. That's just over the last 8 games, man. That's unheard of, man.
So, he had some big shots in game 2. They pulled out the winner overtime.
Right.
You know, we got Blazers and Warriors game 3 tonight. Don't know Steph is going to play. Kerr said he's not going to play. He can return to practice Friday. Look, Steph, just sit out, man. Just run. I know you want to play the chemistry, but I think y'all been playing together so long. Yeah. Clay's emergence. This can only help you if teams decide to take you away when you're on the floor. Because now your teammates have the confidence that they know, hey, we can do it on our own. We can win without you. Absolutely. And it's not nothing to slight you, Steph. Right. It's just the fact that they have more confidence in themselves now. So
I think that to be honest with you, just to piggyback off of that, I think that knee injury is a little bit more serious than what they're saying. And I think that type of injury that he does have, you kind of just want to take your time.
Right.
And they really don't need him right now. Right. But more importantly, back to the Spurs. LaMarcus Aldridge, he is playing out of his mind right now. Baller. And I was saying to you this earlier that he's kind of reminding me of 2011 Dirk Nowitzki, the way he's shooting the ball, just unstoppable, shooting off the 1 foot like Dirk. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be good. I definitely think you're going to have Warriors, Spurs, Cavs, and it could be the Heat. But I'm going to tell you this.
I'm thinking Heat. I know I said the Raptors.
If the Cavs keep playing at this level, Cleveland, you're going to have your championship.
Yes.
If they keep hitting threes at this level, Cleveland, you're going to have your championship. And all that talk LeBron has endured, the negativity, it will all pay off. It'll all be worth it.
Yeah, but the thing is also, I mean, besides shooting, they're playing some great defensive ball, man. They're playing great defense.
Tyronn Lue knows what he's doing, man. He knows what he's doing. He just turned 39, Cinco de Mayo. Said he sat at home and he watched the game, a couple beers, that was it. Now, May 17th. Circle this on your calendars. Guess what day that is?
What day is that?
That is the ping pong NBA draft lottery.
Yes.
And that's when the Sixers' future will be written in stone. And this is not like previous years where you could be okay with getting the third pick. No, you need either one or two this year.
Right.
You need either Simmons or Ingram. And I was listening to Chris Mannix.
I don't know, man. I'm being honest with you, man. I'd rather have Buddy Hield, man.
I forgot.
Let me tell you, when we discussed that weeks ago, and this man's not understanding this. We got 85 big men.
Is not one or two. Listen to me.
We have 85 big men. You want to have a team of big men?
Let me say this, and then you can change. then you can. Chris Mannix, who writes for Yahoo Sports in the Vertical for Adrian Wojnarowski, they cover the basketball all around the world very, very well.
Okay.
He was on with Robin Harry, 97.5 midday yesterday, and he stated, there's been a gap. He says Ben Simmons' stock has never been so low as it is right now.
Yes.
And Brandon Ingram finished off with a good tournament, not only in the ACC, but also in the NCAA tournament. But when teams start to work out with Simmons, and they see how polished he is, and they see how versatile his game is, the only thing left is his shooting, which I think will come.
It's to be desired.
You cannot, if you were the Sixers, you cannot pass on Ben Simmons if you got the first overall pick.
But see, my problem is, and we discussed this weeks ago,
I swear, if they take Buddy Hield at the number one pick,
he becomes disinterested, man. If he's
I'm gonna let you know. If they take Buddy Hield at number 2 pick, the show's over.
Yeah. Listen,
we have no more show because no one will want to watch it anymore.
You can't have 85 big men. We got Sacre coming back.
But listen,
Sacre's coming back.
Sorry. But this is the Celtics have already shown interest in Okafor. So yes, if you take Simmons and say now the Celtics have Brooklyn's pick.
Okay.
There's a possibility. Say you don't get the Lakers pick, and say the Celtics get the 5th pick. You can package Okafor.
Very true.
You can package Okafor and one of your other round picks, where it's the Miami pick or the OKC pick, for the 5th pick, and then
you take Simmons, Ingram. Right, Simmons or Ingram, either or.
No, Ingram's going to be. Those are the top 2 picks. But what I'm saying is, say if they get the 5th pick, they don't get the Lakers pick, right?
Okay.
You could package Okafor and another one to get another pick in the top 10. Hield is still sitting there.
True.
So don't worry.
I got you. I just want Buddy Hield. I think he's going to be
really good. You can have Buddy Hield, but you can't have Buddy Hield at that price.
I got what you're saying. I'm just saying. I'm just tired. This man wants 85 big men.
No, it's not about big men. I want a complete team, but you can't pass up talent.
I mean, I understand that, but my thing is,
Hield is a shooter.
Listen,
he is a shooter.
I like Brandon Ingram a lot. I like him a lot. I'm a Dookie, so I love Brandon Ingram. But my thing is,
I don't know why he just referred himself as a Dookie. And
Duke fans, that's what we say. Anyway, but my thing is, Simmons is Simmons.
This show is going off the rails.
Stay away from him. I'm telling you, stay away from him. This guy plays. I watched 12 of his games. When he's in the game, he's in it. But a lot of times he's disinterested.
Right. The worst
I
decision
don't want him.
the worst decision he made
I don't want him.
is he went to LSU.
Well, he made a nice decision because somebody gave him some money. But you didn't hear that from me.
But he would have benefited more. He would have stood out more at a big time school with a big time coach. But that's May 17th.
We'll see.
And we're going to see. We're going to talk about that. And then
Real
What's
fast.
it?
Boxing.
Canelo
Real quick.
Khan tonight.
Who you got?
I think Canelo gonna win. I got a couple dollars on Khan because he's paying 5-1. So Khan, look, boy, if there's any time to do your thing, do your thing. Canelo's like 47-1. He lost to Floyd Mayweather. Khan is like 31.
Canelo's gonna knock him out. In
31-3. Canelo has more knockouts than Khan has wins.
Right.
Khan has the speed, but Canelo got that power. And Khan sometimes, like you said, Teddy Atlas says his whiskers ain't too good.
Ain't too tight. Eh?
Now, I mean, he probably got that little Joe Glass jaw.
Yeah.
Hopefully he don't get hit like that.
I got him.
And my money come back. Kentucky Derby today.
Yes.
Go ahead and
Quest.
put your bets out there. Favorites, you know, you got a couple
Night
spots.
Quest.
Delaware Park, other locations. Look, we about to wrap this thing up.
Relief.
Next week we're gonna come back. We're gonna hit you with the AFC East. We're gonna do a draft recap on that. Obviously, we're gonna hit you with the playoffs. And with this area, this region, we don't know what's gonna happen in the area of Philadelphia,
Absolutely
professional
not.
sports, college sports. Oh, one thing real quick before we leave.
Yes.
Chris Jenkins, you made the right decision. You withdrew your name for the NBA
Oh.
draft. You're going back to
Love
Villanova
it.
for your senior season.
Love it.
Thank you for that.
Thank
but
you.
until next week, I'm Pete. This is Aaron. My man Keith signing off. Philly Sports Guys, Sports Buzz Channel, Radio Vision Network. Enjoy your weekend, everybody. Happy Mother's Day,
Have a good one.
everybody.